Scorpio. Scorpio, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is an energy reading, so it applies for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising sign. It is a timeless message, so it comes to you when you need to hear it, when you're ready to receive the message. A new message comes out every single week, so I hope you can enjoy them by subscribing, and you can then click that notification bell and get the alerts, so you get everything fresh off the press. Remember, guys, that if you are a fan of the extended readings, I now offer all the extended readings, unlimited access to every single extended reading. And that's by joining my BWOB membership here on the channel. Just go to the main page on the channel. And you can join right there. It's cheap and it's got so many benefits to joining. So let me know when you sign up. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. So we begin. We got see the big picture, be peace, and be here now. I heard in my mind as I was shuffling that you need peace, rest, restoration. It feels like there is an energy, Scorpio, that could tempt you into really getting worried. And of course, then that tempts you into being reactionary, and that tempts you into actually creating problems that weren't there. So what the peace is actually, what the cards are actually calling for is a peace. It's to give you peace and to let you know that this week, in this energy, focus on the aerial perspective or the distance, right? Zoom out. See the big picture. Because when this card comes out, looking at the details can really start to make you very paranoid. And there could be that energy that's starting to cluster around you right now. If you're watching this when I upload the video, Mercury's gone into retrograde. So we can feel, while it's trine to Jupiter and sextile to Venus, it's an intense energy that could make you feel like frustrated. Why is stuff not happening? You feel it, and you're correct to feel it. You're correct to know that, yes, everything is coming together. But it is going to happen more slowly then your feelings tell you it should, because of the retrograde. And Mercury doesn't come out of the retrograde until January 5th. So now you have a time frame where you can be certain that, yes, things are going to start to unfold. God is saying, zoom out, look at the bigger picture here. And he's doing that so on the other side of the camera, you don't get freaked out by things that, messages that aren't coming in, emails that aren't being answered, things that have applications that haven't moved forward, whatever it is, responses that you, everything that you haven't received yet, everything is moving slower. So God is asking you, zoom out to just stay balanced and stay in a healthy mindset of the situation so that you don't take it personally or feel that you've been rejected. God wants to enable a calm and a peace in you, and he's saying that you will get it if you zoom out Bring peace into the situation. This is, first of all, this is hope. This is God. This is spirit. Bring faith. Bring God into the situation. Zoom out and bring God into the situation. Almost, Scorpio, try to see the situation from God's perspective. I know you're not God. I'm not God. No, we're not God. But if you had, say, infinite time, right? And that's the thing, we don't. So we're always pressured. We always feel like, I got to get this done now. But what God's saying is, listen, see it from my perspective. If you didn't have to worry about a time frame, and you could just know that this has already been received, this has already been something that has been made for you, would you be feeling stressed out? Would you be feeling anxious? Would you be feeling sad? Would you be feeling worried? Because all of that is coming from the expected timeline, and God doesn't have a timeline. Right? And so when you start to exist in that immortal space, that space that is timeless, you then start to attract anything is possible. Let's go into be here now. What this reading is starting to build, Scorpio, is a time frame for you. Starting this week, maybe a little bit before, zoom out and make peace with what you're seeing, with what you're taking in, with the aerial perspective. Don't get lost in the details, because the details will mess you up right now. Be here now is coming out in the future. Why would be here now come out in the future? Because it's telling you that in some ways it's already been made for you, and it's all really happening at the same time. So if you can be in the joy and experience the joy as if you already have it, but not as if, have it, know it. God is sending out a message to you this week, Scorpio, that it is already yours. Whatever you've manifested, prayed for, worked for, it's already yours. The problem is the receptivity right now. The problem is, where's the email? Where's the call? And we always need our insecurities need that instantaneous gratification, right? And God's saying, you're already gratified. It's already yours. And live there and trust it. Be bold. Be so brave, Scorpio, that nobody can tell you the answer is no. And even when you hear the answer is no, still connect to, it's mine. I'm going to tell you a little story, and it was about an interview. There's an actor, his name is Christian Bale. He's pretty famous. I'm sure you've heard of him. He's a British actor, and he's famous for playing Batman. He's famous for a lot of roles. He's brilliant, so most people have heard of him. And he was talking about when he was a young actor and nobody had heard of him. He was out for a role. His agent put him in for a role called American Psycho. And all of you know that he got the role. But he didn't have a big name, and he was up against people that did. But something about the script, he just knew, this is my role. This is my role. And it didn't make sense. Because in terms of sense, he did not have the celebrity or the experience to outwit or outdo the other people who were up for the role. But he just kept telling his agent, this is mine. Even when she called him back and said they decided to go a different direction, he's like, no, it's still mine. And he continued to prepare for it when it didn't even make sense. He just had such an energy of, I know this is mine. So what God is trying to ask you to do right now, Scorpio, is connect to, I know this is mine. And it's not about denying the reality. You know that there are things that are happening. But there are also a lot of miscommunications and setbacks that are going on now because of the retrograde. And it can get real extreme because of the trine to Jupiter, the sextile to Venus. It can get real like Girls Gone Wild, crazy right now. So if you feel like, if God has connected with you and said in your heart, not from your head, not from your ego, but something in your heart is saying, this is mine, you believe that and you believe nothing else, because these cards confirm it is yours. And don't you feel silly for knowing it. Don't believe it, know it. And from that point on, God's just going to shift whatever God has to shift in order to bring it physically to you. Let's see if we can get a little bit with tarot. There's disappointment. And that's already part of the challenge, part of the trials. So hold on. Okay, hold on. We had the Five of Cups, but it's in the past. So the cards are saying to you right now, your disappointment is in the past. I know that something didn't work out or didn't come through, but it is in the past. Something had already happened. And then we have Queen of Cups coming out more toward the end of this week. This energy of just keep having faith and just keep giving. This could definitely represent you. You are a Cups. Or this is a person in your life of the water orientation that is just very kind giving. It's saying remain open-hearted and continue to put your all into what you know is yours. Water is faith. Water is life. Water is immortality. If you see all of these things, water, 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 water travels through space. Water comes to us through comets. Water has just such an essence of timelessness about it. And that's the mindset we want to really direct you to. And then we have the Devil here. So there's going to be fear, or try to be fear. There's also going to try to be like things, reality trying to stop you. Reality is going to be an intense block here. This could also be Saturnian energy. But in some ways, this is also, I don't know if it's obsession. I'm not picking up that this is a terribly bad thing, but we've really got to check the Devil card every time it pops out. It's usually fear or addiction, or confidence is your key to success. So there is an energy. I don't know if it's a dark energy. Usually this is a heavy energy. It is an intensely fearful energy. Fear is trying to block you from believing what you already know. Reality is fear-based, because it's like, if I can't, it's instantaneous gratification. Only what I can measure can I believe in. And right, this motherfucker is a motherfucker that says, if I can measure it, when I see it, I'll believe it. And you know better. You know the reality is, when I believe it, I will see it. But this is the asshole that's going to come and tell you, when I can see it, when I can measure it, I'll believe in it. And that is not how God works. That's not how creation works. And you know that. Confidence is your key to success, to prevail in this energy. And once again, this is represented by Leo. This is your heart space. We're not talking about your emotions, Scorpio. We're talking about the vibrations that you are receiving from the eternal. And you never have to believe anything but, and just know God has already set up that pathway. You could block it with your fear. You could block it with all those things that chain you up and eat away at your confidence. But God is saying confidence is your key to success. And confidence doesn't come from your ego, and it doesn't come from your brain. It comes from your heart. This woman is confident. You want to know why she's confident? Because all she requires is to love. Not to be loved, not to receive love, but let me just love. My enthusiasm is worthy. My love is worthy. My heart is worthy. I am worthy, and I don't need any validation on the other side of it. And because of that, I can legitimately generate anything. I told you we're going to get into this Devil energy. We just want to clarify, God. I don't want to get too much in a tangent. What is this Devil energy? Because of the disappointments in the past, your brain's going to try to trick you. Your brain's going to try to say, stop, you got to make more sense. And if it were a time for you to make more sense and be more grounded, I would tell you that. But no, this is restrictive. Look at this. There's an opportunity. Look at this. This is all about I have nothing. You have something. This is a church window for a reason. You have faith. And faith is offering you an opportunity. There's opportunity through faith. There's optimism through faith. There's a seed to be planted. It says, have faith. This seed may not have grown a tree, but you know damn well what kind of seed it is. And it is time to plant it. You don't have nothing. You have a great deal. You have an opportunity. You have a newness. There's something coming in here. This is a new opportunity. Begin where you are, even if where you are is in a place of 3D based hardship. You've been connected with a divine message, and your heart is pulling you in a way that your brain is going to say, well, it's impossible. But your heart knows, I need to plant this seed. An opportunity in the worst of times, money. Right, that's what this is. These are hard times tangibly. This isn't like sickness or disease or even heartache. These two have each other. See, they don't have nothing. Does this represent poverty? Yeah, this is hardship financially or in terms of 3D resources. But these fuckers are saying this is actually creating an opportunity for you. There is closeness, there is faith, there is finding God, there is finding each other. And in that, there is a refreshing newness and opportunity for you. We've got to move forward. Let's see, guys. Ten of Pentacles showed up. You know what I talked about? This little seed. It's like Jack and the Beanstalk. All he got was these stupid seeds. Right? But they weren't so stupid. Want to know why? That's what they lead to. There is this newness and this beautiful newness, this new opportunity, this new seed. Be planted. Because there's a resurrection here that needs to be planted in order to grow. This is definitely like, take something maybe that is smaller than you thought it would be, because it's going to have so much potential. Maybe start small, especially if you're having trouble affording something. See where you know it can grow. See the big picture. Not what it is now, but what you know in your heart it is going to be. This is affirmed. It's going to get there. Let's go. Let's see this card. I'll see you guys in the extended.